Hello folks, I'm Jeff C. and you're not. And this is a walkthrough on how to add your very own Snapchat on-demand GeoFilter to your account. Just like here. You need to understand that these are not free, and like everything else on Snapchat, they go away.
All right, the first thing you're going to want to do to create your on-demand GeoFilter for Snapchat is go to snapchat.com/on-demand. Then you just want to click on the Create Now button. It's going to ask you to sign in, so go ahead and do that, and then proceed to the next step. Once you've logged in, you'll be brought to this screen where you can actually go ahead and upload an asset maybe you've already created or you've used before, and you can just do that by clicking on Choose File. But first I want to talk about some of the submission guidelines that you must follow when submitting a GeoFilter for Snapchat. First of all, there are two different types of on-demand GeoFilters that you can use. You can use a personal GeoFilter and also a business GeoFilter. A personal GeoFilter is one that does not include any branding, any business names, trademarks, logos, and does not promote a brand. It's something you may want, a personal one you may use for like a birthday or a graduation, something like that. A business GeoFilter is one that does promote a business or a brand, and it needs to abide by the business guidelines that they set on this page as well. The business guidelines are this: you must have the necessary rights permissions to have any of those business names, trademarks, or logos, or those sort of things on the GeoFilter. The other thing is that if you're submitting a GeoFilter for business, you have to use a business name. And the reason for that is actually when you swipe over to use that GeoFilter on a photo or video, it actually comes up in white, sponsored by the business name. In my example, it was mainly Pinterest tips, and then it slowly fades away. So make sure that you are thinking of that when you add that later on in the steps that follow. To get your GeoFilter approved, you're also going to have to abide by their submission requirements. And here are a couple of them. Number one, they have to be 1080 pixels wide by 1920 pixels high, and they'll have a preview tool that you'll be able to see it later on in the process. But they also have to be transparent PNG files. Those are transparent PNG files, and they also need to be under 300 kilobytes in size. Now, I had to tweak mine a couple times to get them to be that file size, and I have a feeling you probably will too. But to have them approved, they've got to abide by those rules. The other thing I suggest you guys do if you haven't created a GeoFilter before is download these templates. They have some great examples, and they can really help you out just by modifying them for your own use. Now, these GeoFilter templates that they provide for you are in Photoshop and also Illustrator files. So they're all PSDs, those are the ones that I use, so I just went ahead and modified those files. And here's some examples that you'll see on the screen of some of the ones they have provided for you. There's a birthday one, another anniversary one, and kind of an event one. And these are all PSDs. Everything's editable on here. You can download the fonts, and it's a really good place to start out for creating your own GeoFilter. You can see here that I just actually took the event template and actually just changed some of the spacing and put my own fonts and my own branding in there, and it's essentially the same. I just moved it to a different location. Once you've got your file the way that you want it, all you need to do is choose File and select it, and it will bring up the preview screen. As you can see here, it shows how it will look in a phone. You'll see my little gradient there. And then all you need to do is click on Next if you're happy with it. Now it'll bring up the actual time that you're going to set up this on-demand GeoFilter for. Don't make the mistake that I made. It defaults for 2 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the morning the next day. You have to have it at least in advance of 24 hours. My problem was I thought it went for 24 hours. I thought it was a full day, and I missed my first test that I did. So make sure that you select the right time that you'll want to have this go live. Once you're happy with the date, you just click on the Next button. It will then bring up the map screen where you will set the address for the event that you want to have your GeoFilter for. It will then bring up your map where you can actually start to draw your fence on your location. You can also turn on the satellite view that may give you a little bit more detail for setting up your fence. One of the things you must keep in mind is that your geofence must be at least 20,000 square feet. If not, it won't let it go through, and it'll kind of give you a warning here at the top, and then you'll need to reset the fence and try again. So we're going to say I want to put my geofence around this Starbucks here at the San Diego Convention Center. Let's see if it's going to be big enough. Nope, not big enough. So let's put this geofence along the exhibit hall at the San Diego Convention Center. There we go. So it fit okay, and it's telling me the cost here at the very top left. It's going to be about $5 for that 1 hour between 5 and 6 tomorrow. Then you just want to click on the next button. And here's where you'll enter your payment information. I found that I can go tweak this by just clicking back on the Choose Area button and also the Choose Date button if you want to change those dates as well. I found also that the larger the area and the longer time you have it does affect the price. So that's why you may want to go back and tweak it a little bit. After you enter your payment information and click Submit, you should get this email, and it'll tell you that your GeoFilter is under review. And just to give you an idea of the price, I did one from 5 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night, and it cost me around $8.82. The email states that they will review your GeoFilter by the next business day and contact you. I found that it was actually quicker to an hour or 45 minutes. So just keep that in mind when you submit your GeoFilter. If all goes well, you should get another email where you get your GeoFilter approved. Another email you'll get is one that'll tell you that your GeoFilter is live, which is a nice feature in case for some reason you forgot you set up your very own GeoFilter.
So everyone, that's how you add a custom on-demand GeoFilter to your account. I think they're really, really cool, and I wish I could have one every day, but I think I'm just going to have to save it for events and for special occasions.
ManlyPinterestTips.com. Adding testosterone, one pin at a time.